So I was just thinking about confidence, and I was just thinking that really I don't think there's a good reason to not be confident about something in pretty much every situation. And I think probably the one of the situations that people would think of most when they think about confidence is probably something to do with looking to, you know, try to find a significant other, or ask them out or approach them, something like that. And so for me, what I've always kind of thought is, well, you don't want to be too confident. You don't want to come off as overconfident because you don't want to look arrogant. You don't want to look like an asshole, basically. But what I kind of realized is, shouldn't you just be confident in your ability to not come off like an asshole? Shouldn't you be confident in your communication? I feel like you could always come up with something to be confident in pretty much every situation. Even if you take it to extremes where you, in a situation where you can pretty much say, okay, it's definitely not a good idea to be overconfident. So you're talking about something like skydiving or some kind of extreme stunt, something like that, where most people would think, okay, if you're overconfident, you're going to die, essentially. You're going to get yourself killed. You jump into some kind of extreme stunt where you have no experience, you have no idea what you're doing. It's not going to be good if you just jump in and do it. And that's fairly true to an extent. But again, I still think there's always something you can find to be confident about. Maybe it's not necessarily your ability to do that thing. It's not maybe you're not necessarily confident in your ability to make the jump across the pit of sharks, but you could be confident in your ability to not do that, which, a little bit counterproductive. But you could be confident in your ability to learn how to do that. You could be confident in your ability to learn from your mistakes. Even if you take the same example we said before, say you approach somebody and you're looking to, ask them out on a date or whatever, ask them if they want to go get coffee, you compliment them or something like that. I don't really know. And they do think you're an asshole. Even though you are confident in your ability, it still doesn't work out for you. They get rejected, they're disgusted, they think you're some kind of douchebag or something like that. You still could take that, be in that situation, and you can think about things as like, well, I could be upset about this, lose all my confidence, never talk to anybody ever again in a romantic way. Or you could be confident in your ability to learn from that situation, take something away from it, realize maybe instead of approaching the situation this way, I should approach it a different way. Maybe one of the things I said wasn't very good, should say this instead, something like that. So that's pretty much it. I was just on this little walk here. I was really thinking about that. And I just think if you look at things from kind of an objective standpoint, it's just kind of hard to justify not being confident. Obviously, if you just have difficulties with being confident, it's kind of a different story. If you just can't be confident, it's just difficult for you. And then, that's kind of different kind of scenario. But I just think that if you have the ability to, you should be in basically every situation about something, at least. That's pretty much it. Pretty much all I really wanted to say. just going on this walk here. Thought it was something interesting to say. Let me know what you guys think. If I'm totally wrong. There are situations where you should not be confident. I mean, I'm not saying that you should be confident about everything, because, obviously, if you are getting ready to jump the shark and you don't know how to ride a bike or something like that, yeah, you probably wouldn't want to be confident and hype yourself up to the point where you just do it to do it, just thinking you can, when you don't have the experience or the ability. But again, like I said, that's not to say you couldn't learn. Couldn't learn how to ride a bike, couldn't learn how to go over a jump, couldn't learn how to go over a bigger jump, and eventually learn how to jump the shark. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble about this. And yeah, see ya.